up as a child, I felt neglected because I lived with one granny of mine who made me feel that I was not part of society. She maltreated me, insulted me, disgraced me, and embarrassed me. She made me feel that I had no cause for living. Neglect is said to be the absence of action and part of child maltreatment. People often think that neglect is not as damaging as physical and sexual abuse. That is not necessarily true. Chronic neglect can impact on the child's health and development, yet it has received less attention from successive governments, from you seated here, and from myself. Why is that? Can somebody tell me why is that? Do you know what these children go through? Do you know what they eat? Do you know what they drink? Or even where they sleep? In 2014, state agencies estimated that 1,580 children die as a result of child neglect and abuse. Between 4 to 5 children a day. Why? Why? Survival, which is one of the basic pillars of the child right. Imagine you've not had anything to eat for a day, 2 or 3. You're like, oh my God, I'm weak. I lack concentration. I can't stand. Put a child in that shoes. The child is as good as dead. It means that we can't achieve the zero hunger and the good and well-being of the sustainable development goals. The child's education is being denied. United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, Article 28 says that every child has the right to universal basic education, not leaving out Ghana's own Children's Act 560. Section 8 says that every child has the right to education. But in this case, the child's right is being denied because he or she is not put to school. So bad. During my time of neglect, I felt timid. I felt insecure. I felt isolated. I felt I had no cause for living. I felt like a pauper in all direction, but actually no direction. I read on the net that it is the pervasiveness of neglect that has strong damage on the child's health and development. Yet, these children are still dying. These children are still dying. My concern has to do with the fact that these children are not protected. They are not secure. Especially the girls, leaving them to high rates of being impregnated by boys on the streets and men, leading to high child and maternal mortality. Not leaving out the boys. The boys also have the high risks of indulging in armed robbery and also internet fraud, which will end up affecting our country negatively. Children are dying out of neglect. This is why I volunteer my time to help other children to be able to read and write in deprived communities, deprived villages, and schools. And that's brought about the Learn With Me project, which is targeted at children on the street to be able to read and write. I also solicit for clothes and food for them. I also help in speaking up on issues that really affect children on Unique Curious Minds radio program that is weekly. Mahatma Gandhi once said, the future depends on what we do today. In order to have that future we are all dreaming of, we have to make today better. This is the Africa I want. An Africa where no child is neglected. An Africa where children's rights are respected. An Africa where children are hopeful of the future. An Africa where children's dreams come into reality. That is the Africa I want. I hope that is the Africa you want. That is the Africa we all want. Thank you.